All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. Terence Bud Crawford. Looking forward to saying this guy's name a little bit more in the next coming weeks on the way up to his mega fight with Aegis Kalvanakis, the Mean Machine. But in the midst of talking about this fight with the Mean Machine, Terence Crawford talks about Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And also, I want to say special thank you to my Patreon, special thank you to my to the people that participate in the live stream community. Please make sure that you come to the OG Boxing Talk show Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time with myself, Blood Boxing, KQKC Boxing, Curtis Anderson, and Trap House Boxing. I think you guys will enjoy it quite a bit. Now, Terence Crawford, my number uno pound for pound fighter on the planet. Really and truly, if I was being the boxing historian and purist that I aspire to be and not being suckered into and pulled into all of these media lists and nonsense that aren't really associated with the original intent of the word pound for pound, I would say he is the pound for pound best fighter in the world, period. There is no top 10 pound for pound. You are either the pound for pound best fighter or you're not. Okay? It's one and out. Not some big list for you to sell people at number 15 and number 17 and give some cat that is nowhere near the best fighter in the world credit over the heavyweights. But I digress. That's the topic about pound for pound. But Terence Crawford, for me, boop, right up there at the top. Looking forward to seeing what this dude can do with the Mean Machine. In this interview that he gave leading up, because, you know, Terence Crawford is not the most talkative guy in the world. And he was asked a question about Manny Pacquiao, and he said he wants to fight Manny Pacquiao. They're both champions. Why not? We know that he wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao when Manny Pacquiao was at 100 and when he was at top rank. But Bob Arum, according to Bob Arum, not according to me, according to Bob Arum, said he knew what the outcome of the fight would be between Crawford and Pacquiao, so he didn't want to make the fight. And since he didn't want to make the fight didn't get made. Terence Crawford is to this day not a pound for pound superstar because nobody will let him step on their neck to stardom. And what I mean by step on their neck to stardom is that you beat somebody that is a big time name, whole bunch of people see you beat that guy that's a big time name, and then they know that you're now the man. And because you're the man, they now want to watch you. A perfect example of somebody stepping on somebody's neck to stardom was Evander, the Real Deal Holyfield, and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was the biggest name in the heavyweight division, biggest name in boxing. Tyson Fury, did I say Tyson Fury? Shh, duck the lightning. Mike Tyson, if I said Tyson Fury, God dog it, man, duck the lightning. Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield stepped on Mike Tyson's neck and elevated himself to being the big money earner in boxing. He then moved on to having fights, $30 million a fight against guys like Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson rematch, all kind of other fights, man, where this dude just became the stuff because he was a very, very good fighter that not a lot of people knew was a great fighter, but he beat these guys. He beat Mike Tyson and it elevated him. That's what was stolen from Terence Crawford when Bob Arum refused to match him with Manny Pacquiao, knowing that Terence Crawford would beat him. They decided not to make him a star. And ever since then, they've maintained that decision not to try to make him a star while they do things like undermarket him in favor of Vasily Lomachenko and undermarket him, underexpose him for the benefit of Tyson Fury, and now Jose Ramirez, and next I'm sure Monster Nui, all of that nonsense. Terence Crawford should be able to fight Manny Pacquiao next. They are the only people right now at the welterweight division that are champions that are fighting for at least up at least until spring. Because Errol Spence Jr., he refuted the rumors that he was not going to be fighting at all, that he was retiring, and he did that through Jamel Herring. He said he won't be back to spring. When he gets back in spring, he's going to have, number one, more than likely he's going to come back against that mandatory dude, that little soft touch dude, because he needs somebody just to make sure everything is together, get his mind right, get him out there. They're not going to throw him into the wolves right after that layoff and him coming off that car accident, right? I doubt that. So I doubt very much Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. is going to happen to 2021. Manny Pacquiao has no choice but to fight often, because if Manny Pacquiao doesn't fight often, Manny Pacquiao's retiring. Okay, Manny Pacquiao's already 40 years old. He can't take a year off. He takes a year off, he might be coming into the ring. He might come back into that ring with a cane, carrying a cane. All right, too old. But we both know, I'm talking to you like I'm talking to individually. We both know, we all know that fight's not going to happen. The most realistic fight to take place, legitimate top welterweight fight to take place that can be made, are going to be between Errol Spence Jr. and Sean Porter, or Manny Pacquiao and Sean Porter. That's what I see. I don't see Keith Thurman being I guess maybe Keith Thurman and Terence Crawford, but Keith Thurman ain't fighting Terence Crawford. But the big fight that I want to see is I think Terence Crawford should get what he's asking for against Manny Pacquiao. That would combine the WBO championship and the WBA championship for either Terence Crawford or Manny Pacquiao, and lead perfectly into a unification fight for all the belts between Errol Spence Jr. and whoever the winner between Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford is. And if that can't happen, then please, Lord, have Terence Crawford fight Sean Porter. Because Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter will do something for Terence Crawford that he doesn't have right now. That is a legitimate fight against a dangerous opponent at 147. And he will be able to shut up the critics of what he's done at 147. The main critic that he'll be able to shut up is me, because I have pointed that out ad nausea to Drink More Water and Woolbag. And we all know it is the truth. Terence Crawford has fought Jeff Horn, Jose Benavidez, Amir Khan, and now Egis Kavanauskas. That is less competition. He has faced less competition in welterweight than even Manny Pacquiao has in his last two fights. Manny Pacquiao at least got Adrian Bronner and Keith Thurman, right? Keith Thurman, you have to put above all those guys. And quite honestly, you have to put Adrian Bronner on par with everybody, with all of them, with all of them. I give Adrian Bronner a chance to beat Amir Khan. Maybe I'd give him a chance to beat Jeff Horn. Maybe not Jeff Horn because Jeff Horn's size, but you get my point. I appreciate that Terence Crawford is calling out Manny Pacquiao, or at least saying that he wants to fight him. He didn't really call him out. At least he's saying that he wants to fight him. I really wish people in the boxing community would really get behind it and force that fight to happen. And then for sure if that fight can happen, then Errol Spence Terence Crawford fight can happen. But if not, at least get this Sean Porter Terence Crawford fight going, so that Terence Crawford can claim legitimately that he's the best welterweight. Because if he outperforms Errol Spence Jr. against Sean Porter, then why wouldn't people say that he's the best welterweight? If he's able to knock out, say he's able to actually be the first person to stop Sean Porter, or if he just beats Sean Porter in just this, super lopsided fight then people can make the argument that that was the case. But as of right now, it's very difficult to make that argument. Let's see what happens. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Peace.